Coming up on Mental Health Marty, we're having a conversation today with the 100 Black men of the Inland Empire. Stay tuned. What's up, everybody? Yeah, it's me. It's your boy. It's Martinez Sellers coming to you live and always in living color in Southern California, where the sun is always shining. Now, for those of y'all on the East Coast, I feel bad for y'all. I saw all that snow. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to complain about our 80-degree weather. Don't tell nobody. But we're having a ball out here. We hope you're doing well. And can you believe this is the last week of February of Black History Month, and we want to make sure that we leave and go out with a bang. But let us know that you're listening, and we got a real important show for you tonight that we want you to tune in on. Listen, call your mama, call your grandmama, call your daddy, call your enemies, all your exes and everybody else, because they need to be up in this show tonight. I'm so excited about what we're doing tonight. And at the end of every month, we like to spotlight and highlight a community-based organization. And I'm going to share that with you a little bit later as we bring in the 100 Black men from the Inland Empire. But before we do that, let us know that you are listening. Let us know where you're at. Let us know what's going on. We hope you're doing well, like I said earlier. But let me always remind you who we are at the Mental Health Marty YouTube and Facebook and Instagram live show. Listen, we are about spreading mental health and mental health awareness in our Black and brown communities, specifically among Black men. Because too often Black men secretly suffer in silence in the shadow of shame because mental health was not made aware to us, or we didn't know what it meant. And just because you might see a therapist, or just because you are going through a mental health crisis, does not mean that you have a mental health diagnosis. Those are two totally separate things. However, if you are experiencing any type of mental health crisis, we definitely want you to go to your nearest urgent care, call 911, call 988 for any type of support that you might need. Now, we are not a substitution for you to see your therapist, your psychologist, your psychiatrist, your life coach, or your pastor, or anything else like that. But we are simply a supplement, an add-on to your treatment plan. And let me tell you something, we as Black men, we got to talk more about what we're doing and our mental health, because too often we know how to be the providers and the protectors, but who's protecting us and our mental wellness? And that's what it's all about. So, hey, again, welcome to the Mental Health Marty Show. And I am so excited to have this, to talk about this organization on tonight. Listen, I joined this organization October of last year, and can I say, I love hanging out with these men because they are about, and I guess I'm saying we are about business. We are about mentorship. We are about education. We are about health and wellness, and we are about economic empowerment. Those are the four pillars in which the 100 Black men, we are a national organization, but we have a local chapter here in the Inland Empire. And these brothers are doing some amazing work. Just today, the team has gone out to, I believe, and I'm going to have the experts come on, over two different schools in the Inland Empire, and they made an impact to over 150 students in those schools. How do we do that? We do that by mentoring these young students and telling them that there is hope. We get them prepared for college. We get them prepared for life. All of those amazing things. And I'm so proud to be a part of this organization. And if you don't know, now you're going to know. But I'm going to bring in my brother from another mother, none other than, he used to be an usher back in the day on the usher board, on the men's usher board. And he, come down and this homie, listen, let me tell you something. Without any further ado, let's bring on gentleman Tony Winters.
Tony! How you doing? Man, I love that introduction.
You was doing, boom, and cut them corners sharp. Bam!
Hey, only as Pastor Carrington see us now, right?
Yes, sir. Man, How are you doing?
I'm good. How about yourself, sir?
Man, I can't complain. I cannot complain. And for those who may not know who you are and what you do, listen, give besides being the VP of 100 Black Men and all the other organizations that you are a part of, Miss Tanya Hill, always great to see you, sweetheart. Appreciate you always being a faithful member and follower of the Mental Health Marty Show. But tell us who you are, what you do, and why do you have the crazy passion you do with developing young men?
Well, the reason I had a passion is because someone saw something in me
Yeah.
that I didn't see in myself.
Wow.
And then especially when it came to understanding life.
Yes.
So who I am.
Yes. Who are you?
I grew up a young kid in Chicago who didn't understand life.
Okay.
Thought I was a lot mature than most people gave me credit for.
Right.
From there, had some interchanges with life that didn't really work so well.
Yes.
And I had to go off to the military.
Okay, come on.
With the military, they taught me one thing. Don't talk about it, be about it.
I love it. Yeah.
And the first thing they gave me was selfless service.
Mm.
And I carried that since I was 18 years old.
Wow.
So the passion comes from always being looked at as a second-class citizen.
Mm. Yeah.
And one of the things I will always say is, you're going to respect me one way or another.
I know that's right.
So what I had to understand was the difference from demanding respect and commanding respect.
Wait. I need y'all to hear that. The difference between demanding respect versus commanding it. So for those who in the balcony and they got that busted speaker, you know how it is at the church. They ain't quite upgraded their equipment yet, and they still on analog, and we just switched over to digital. Man, but that's a powerful statement, because a lot of times we want to demand it as opposed to command it. Talk to us about the difference of that and why, and what was that switch for you, man, that you stopped demanding it but commanding it?
Because I didn't want you to fear me. I wanted you to respect
That's good.
me. And once I learned how to lend that helping hand, and forgive the anger in me.
Wow.
I had to understand how to give the love in me.
Love it. Yeah.
So I always think when you walk that out of room and your peers and everybody around you still respect you, you commanded your respect.
I love it, man. I love it, man. Yes, I love it. So you were in the schools. Now let's get so your role. I'm excited y'all on my show, yo. Y'all don't know how excited, man. Tell us about your role with the 100 Black Men and why you chose to join that organization.
Well, what I did was the president now, Alonzo Duncan.
We're bringing him on next.
Yeah, he was talking to me one day, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I heard they're a pretty good organization." And he said, "Man, I'm not going to ask you to join. I'm going to tell you, come check us out."
Right.
And I like what they was doing. And the one thing he said was, "Brother, I need you to come in and be yourself."
Yeah.
I don't need you to be your title. I need you to be yourself.
That's good.
So with that, he was into mentoring, and he said, "Man, let's go over to this mentoring. And let's make this mentoring worthwhile."
Yes, sir.
So we had about 25 students now. Now we close to 400, maybe 500.
Wait. I need to make sure when people hear the replay that they understand that we are out there servicing you, Gentleman Lonzo, out there serving 500 plus young Black men. And is it solely the young Black men, or just women, the young girls as well?
Man, all kids need us, so
See?
we need them.
Right.
And what they have to understand is we don't empower them; they empower us.
That's it. That's it.
Me and Lonzo like to say, "Bring your heart and not your bring your heart and not your agenda."
That's right.
Because if you bring your agenda, you already have a plan of what you're gonna get these kids.
Yep.
They
Yep.
may not be receptive to what you're giving.
Exactly.
But if you talk to them and
Say it
listen
again.
to
Talk to them.
hear, man, you got to talk to them and hear what they're saying.
Yes.
You know, how can I expect you to understand financial literacy when you don't know what putting two nickels together mean?
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you.
Our growth is uplifting each other.
That's right.
And as Zoe would tell you, we lift as we climb.
That's right. That's right. I love it. So since we're talking about gentleman, the president himself, let's bring him on, y'all. He Zoe got many hats, but he out there. So he's like, man, I can't miss this. So I'm so glad to have none other than Mr. President, gentleman Alonzo Duncan. Zoe, what's going on, man?
What's going on, Marty and audience? Boy, you gotta sound like Steve Harvey or something coming on. Come
Listen,
on, man.
I need some Steve Harvey money and a couple of his suits.
Me too. When you find it, hey, I'll take the money. He can keep the suits.
Oh, I can keep the suits. I love it.
Yeah, I want the money. What's going on, everybody?
Man, I love it. You know, and I appreciate. Yeah, thank you. Listen, you are welcome. This is what this conversation is all about, and I want to definitely share what the 100 Black Men and who the 100 Black Men is as an organization, locally and nationally. But before we do that, Mr. President, can you share with us who you are and why this passion? I have not met passion like that in a long time. Why? Who are you and why your passion, man?
Who am I?
Yes,
I'm just
sir.
an old small guy from the Midwestern guy, man. I'm nobody, man. I'm just trying to make a difference in life. I'm a father.
Yes.
I'm a husband.
Yes.
And I'm a hard worker.
Yes.
And I love my community. And I
Yes.
love servicing my community.
Yeah, yeah. So what made you look to the 100 Black Men and be as involved as you are? Because y'all too, I can't keep up with you. I'm busy, but I like sleep. I don't think y'all sleep. I promise you don't. Y'all be up at 5. I don't even think you sleep at all. You be rolling in at 5 in the morning talking about, okay, I done done it all nighter and I'm about to do this and I got to go over and hustle to these schools. But why the passion for young people, especially young Black men today?
As Gentleman Winter said, man, it's our upbringing.
Yeah.
Where we from, man. It's man, you guys have no idea. And I don't always like to compare West Coast, East Coast to South.
Right.
But it is what it is, man.
It is.
We both come from that area.
Yeah.
And when I say that area, Tony mentioned the Chicago area, Gary, Indiana area. You can name it, Detroit, Cleveland. It's just different, man. When I came out here to play football, I was a Prop 48 candidate, which means I couldn't pass my SAT.
Right.
But man, it was a blessing and a curse at the same time because I was able to come out to California, and I tell any and everybody, California changed my life. Just on a junior college level, man, you see people, man, everybody had their own car. You know, we didn't have that. We were on the L trains. Our method of transportation was a bus and a train. So when I come to college, when I get out here to college, man, I see all this freedom, people doing good. It just excited me. But one thing for sure is this. When I got into the Department of Corrections, it just opened my mind to a lot. Like, man, you guys had a good upbringing. How do y'all end up in here?
Right.
But you start learning the West Coast culture.
Yes.
But I've always had, and this is something me and my wife talked about, I've always had a passion for mentoring and young men. God knew what he was doing. He only blessed me with 2 girls. He wouldn't give me that boy. Because if he gave me a boy it was gonna be payback to what I did to my parents. And I had both parents. Don't get me wrong. I had both parents.
Right.
But I gave them hell. But hey, my pops wasn't no pushover, Marty, at all.
Right.
But the environment we came from, hey, you're gonna have to deal with it. You're gonna have to deal with it at home, and you're gonna deal with it in these streets.
That's right.
I say that to say this, man. Just getting out here, man. Finally retired. I kind of knew 10 years before my retirement. And I told everybody, and they used to laugh at me. I said, man, I'm going out here to this community, man. But let me just back up. Before retiring, I'm a proud member of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. I've always been, I've always, even before the brother, I can't say it. I don't know what audience we got. So I don't know if you want to be
you good.
diplomatic.
Listen, this is the Mental Health Marty show. We can say whatever.
Yes, you can be you. Curse, though. I ain't gonna curse. But no, man, it's always car clubs. It's always been community for me.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell you what hit the nail on the coffin. With Omegas, we that's our thing. We service.
Yeah.
But it wasn't until COVID. Yeah. We started a walking group at UCR every morning. And it's still in existence to this day. Wow. We'll get up at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. We'll walk for a couple hours, and then we'll go about business. Well, I was talking to a few Omegas. It was actually two. Mm-hmm. And I was, man, we have been doing this for like 3 months. And they started talking about book clubs and all this. And, you know, me being me, like, book clubs? Man, y'all really? Okay. Well, one day, one said, hey, yeah, man, we got our meeting via Zoom because it's COVID.
Right.
And I'm like, man, so me, not knowing, and being in their business, what meeting y'all having, man? The chapter, the bros ain't got no meeting today. And they was like, nah, man, 100 Black Men. I was like, oh, 100 Black Men. I've heard of these guys. I just don't know who they are. I said, we heard them back in the Chicago, Midwest. You know, you see them on the South. You see them on the website. I mean, on social media, but I just never knew who they were. So they explained it to me, and I was like, you know what? That sounds kind of bougie to me, man. I might not, you know, I don't want to, you know, come in and you know, I'll stay. And you know, Marty, the brother told me, he said, you know what, man, that's the problem now. Like Tony said, come as is.
Right.
They said we need that change, you know, and man, let me tell you something. I was approached in 2011 to be a part of this organization, and I backtracked to today. I wish I would have joined back then. Because it's a different beast, man. It really is.
And being one of the new members of it, and you guys pinned me in October, I'm excited, and y'all have really changed my life. I've, you know, I hung out with the bros, but I wasn't as close. So to have a brotherhood that is genuine, and y'all brothers is real, y'all in there. And always push me like, Marty, come on, what you doing? Let's go. I'm like, if so, don't get off of me. And then they be like, all right, dog, you did a good job. Now let's go. And that's what I love about it, because if anyone is looking for a sense of community, real talk, I'm going to say, listen, you need to look into 100 Black Men. If you don't have a local chapter, those Black men in the IE, please check us out. I want to talk about some of the community work that the two of you have developed. One of the things that Gentleman Alonzo, that we're getting a lot of awards for, that you're passionate about, is our monthly cleanup and our cleanup drive that we do in downtown Riverside. Can you talk to us some about that, and what inspired you to do that?
Absolutely. I actually, it's been five years, to almost to the date. I started I did it. We charted a chapter, Omega Psi Phi chapter in Palm Springs 5 years ago. And so when we got out there, I said, hey, man, we got to get a sense of community. And I said, what better way is to, you know, get to know the community? Let's adopt a street.
Yes.
Well, have you to know. It's funny because me and my wife was just on the interstate, or the freeway, whatever y'all call the interstate out here, about a week ago, and I laughed because I didn't see the sign anymore. I went to adopt a street.
Right.
I don't know how we ended up on the 10 freeway.
I love it. Now we done adopt the freeway.
Yeah. Hey man, so right before you hit what's that? Palm Canyon.
Yeah.
Palm Springs. So man, I get there. I'm like, so I tell the chapter, I'm excited, man. We about to hit the community. We about to get, oh man, we're gonna be right there on the north end.
Yeah.
Man, that guy came back and said, y'all on the freeway. And Marty, what makes it so bad, he didn't give us one, he gave us two. One on this side of the freeway, one on the other side. So I say that to say this. When we go clean up, it ain't like what we got in Riverside. Man, we were cleaning up the freeway. Well,
oh, snap.
So I just want to tell you, we no longer have that because that's hard, man. You clean on that freeway.
That's dangerous work.
And man, that's dangerous, man.
Yeah.
So I see it, man. I'm like, you can go lobby yourself in the community. Hey, knock on some doors. We this and this and this. But one thing that's gonna gain attention and respect is they're like, you know what? These group of brothers or whomever, they came in our community and they're cleaning our community.
Yes.
And man, the city of Riverside, let me give them a shout out. Keeping Riverside clean and beautiful. When they came back, and I was so surprised because I know other organizations who have streets in Riverside.
Right.
Man, they on the end. When they say you guys are right here at 5th, I'm doing another pub, 5th and Orange, by Graham's Barbecue. I say that's downtown. I say, Tone, we done made it, man. we done made it. I don't know how we got it, but I don't know how long we gonna be here. If it's just for this month, we here. Let me tell you, it's been so crazy. I'm so nervous with it, Marty. It's been 14 months. We ain't missed a month. And you don't have to do it every month. Right. But we just so excited. I'm like, Tone, we can't take a month because if we miss a month, they may take the street from us.
I love it. I love it. So we are also in the schools, and I saw, y'all, we got this link, and the Mr. President takes pictures of everything. And I see all these pics coming through. Bing, 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 bing. All the pics coming through. Talk to us, Tone, because we got one of our rising that I want to bring him on after you kind of, we talk about the schools. And then, gentlemen, Winters, I'm going to have you introduce our Rising 100 after you talk about the program. So,
Okay. Well, one of the things when we took over the schools, me and Duncan, we sat down and talked. And the thing that came to mind was, why is everybody looking at people with A's and B's? What about the people with F's, incompletes, and don't understand what school and education is really about?
Right.
So we said, look, let's do it this way. Let's concentrate on their mindset.
Yes.
And once they understand that they got to change their way of thinking, then maybe everything else would click. Because I don't care what you add. If you don't get the concept of life, you're not going to be good at it. So just get the concept of getting up. What got you up? What's motivating you to go to school? And our theme this year is know your why and accept your responsibility.
Love that.
So when we come with that, again, bring your heart and not your agenda. So we just want to drop seeds. We're not trying to be fathers. We're not trying to be your parents. We're not trying to make you look at what we did back in our day.
Right.
Because they don't care about our day. They care about today.
Yes.
And
right now.
Right now. So one of the things was, let's work on the mindset.
Yes.
And then everything else should be able to come. And one of the things Zoe always say, when we get in this room, let's talk to the kids about keeping it real with us. What do you need? If we failing you, let us know.
Right.
because we only can give them what they need if they let us know.
That's right. That's right.
And I'm gonna yield my time to the president because I know
he didn't pull out Robert's Rules of Order. I'm gonna yield my time back to the president.
Hey, Marty, see how he do me?
I know.
And then, we in person, he just walk away. Hey, that's my right-hand man right there. That's my right-hand man, partner. I trust that man with my life, man.
Yes.
And it was so funny, Marty. We're that close. We've been that close. We've been 0.3 miles from one another. What was it, Tone? 9 years?
Yes.
When you get to Eastville, I got there in 18.
I got out here in 07.
And didn't even know it, man. And we just ran into each other at the gym. But hey, Tone summed it up, man. That's our vice president. The man wears many hats. That's our mentoring chair, our education chair. That's my right hand man. So
yes, sir.
I go to him, man. What's on your mind? And what I love about our relationships, I don't have that much energy like you. You got plenty of energy, Marty. But Tone has a way. He'll be like, okay, Dunk, I see you seeing it this way. And then he'll bring it back another way.
Right.
And then it's like, all right, okay, you know what, man? That's cool. Let's rock like that. So, day one, man, I remember our conversation. I said, Dunk, let's just go ahead and take it over. We had 2 schools we were struggling with. And I got to give us a pub on this. We had 8 schools now. And we have a waiting list.
And we were at a banquet on Saturday. More schools keep coming up to us talking about, we need you in the schools. We need you in the schools, because there is definitely a need for just mentorship. And what it reminds me of the Watchdog program, Dads of Great Students. And statistics show that when men show up on school campuses consistently, truancy, fighting, gang violence, all those things go down tremendously and learning increases. And a lot of times we don't realize the power that men have in changing the trajectory of the young people's lives. And so that's what I love about what we're doing. Jerron, good to see you, brother. How you feeling? How's the family? So, Gentleman Tone, can you introduce our Rising 100 that's been patiently waiting, like, put me in the game, coach. Put me in the game. Put me in the game. So we ready to put him in the game. Talk to us about this young man that's coming on with us.
Man, this young gentleman is very inspiring. He's on a debate team. He want to be a politician. Nothing that we have asked him for that he never declined. He always want to make things better. Yes. Just a good kid. Yes. That's searching.
Yes.
And we would be doing him wrong as we didn't hug him and tell him we love him and guide him on the right way. And man, with no further ado, Dylan, let him know who you are. I love this kid. Rising 100.
Dylan, what's up, man? Okay. Yeah. Are you on mute?
Okay. There we go. Hello.
There we go. Hello.
Hello. How are you guys? How are we doing, everyone?
Doing all right. Sir? How about yourself, man?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great.
You've been patiently back there waiting. You heard all this we're saying. And first and foremost, I want the people to know, who are you and why have you hung out with these crazy gentlemen all this time? I want you can't say I can say they're crazy, but them but tell us who you are, Dylan, man. Yes.
Yeah. My name is Dylan Hawley. I was born in Long Beach. I moved out here in Fontana, and I didn't grow up like the very best. Like it was a little struggle,
Right.
I wasn't a straight A kid, not until like high school.
Okay.
I was getting into fights, playing football, so I was aggressive. Middle school was a challenge, I was getting into fights. I didn't know what I wanted to do. And freshman year, that was a hard year. My father passed away. I was just mad at the world. I was getting into fights. Then I joined the high school football team, and the coach really helped me get into like this is not what you should do. You shouldn't fight people. You should, take it out on the field. So that helped me a
Mhm.
lot. Then
Nice.
yeah, so I started getting on track with my academics. And I'm like, this is easy. So I started taking AP classes. Then yeah,
He
yeah, I
like,
was
I
like, oh,
can
this
do
is
this.
easy. Yeah. So then senior year, I took AP Gov, and that's what's leading me to do what I want to do. I got a 4 on that exam, so that's like a
Nice.
B. So it's passing. I did really good. The highest you can get is a 5.
Yes.
Um, Now I want to be a politician. I was in class. My teacher, we had to give a speech and what party we think we most affiliate with, and I did it. And he was like, "Have you ever tried politics? Have you ever looked into it?" I was like, "Nah, I just studied for this project." He was like, "Man, you got the voice for it. You got the personality for it. We need young people. Let's do it." He wrote me a plan, and I've been sticking to that ever since. I've been getting involved with communities. So I looked up African American support groups around the Inland Empire. The first thing that came up was 100 Black Men. Followed them on Instagram. Came out to the street cleaning, introduced myself to everybody. My name is Dylan Hawley. I want to run for Fontana City Council in 2028. I want to get it done. I'm young. I got energy. I'm willing to work. So it's been uphill since then. And something that Mr. Duncan told me that sticks to my mind every single day is that if you're a plus person in the books, but an F person in the streets, you're just an average person. You're just average.
Wow.
That stuck with me so much. So I'm just thinking, I'm book smart, but am I being a good person? So that just challenged me every day. Smile on my face, make sure that I'm doing good, helping my mom's out. Mom's working hard, 2 jobs. I got to do everything I can. So I work at school, so it's going good. I'm on the debate team. I got a gold medal recently this weekend in parliamentary debate. So yeah, it's been going
Yes.
good. Next weekend or next week, I'm going to a conference. It's for Amend. It's the African American Men Association for like SoCal. So
Right.
it's in Long Beach. We're gonna be out there for 3 days. A great networking opportunity, and that's really much it. I'm running for a student trustee next year to have my first elected official position. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna win. The polls are in my favor. That's I'm gonna say my first time as a president or
Gentleman,
something like
Gentleman
that.
Lazo, he talking like a politician
Hey
already.
man,
I
I
love
love
the
that
polls
kid.
are in my favor. It's
I
in my
love him,
favor.
man. Hey Marty, he got the right answer.
That's
And
right.
when he done, I'll tell you a story about Dylan,
Yeah,
man.
please.
I will when he finished.
Yeah, so ever since that July, I've been sticking with the program. I went on a couple events. My favorite one was the golfing event, man. I didn't golf personally, but just being around so many people that were
Yeah.
teaching me things, telling me things, meeting networking, and speaking of networking, I got to meet Damon Alexander. He was a former councilman for San Bernardino, the 7th Ward, and we were
Yes.
talking, and we were talking. He was like, "I'm down to support you." And that's all I needed to hear. So I'm just gonna keep working, building up my resume. So when those polls drop and it's time to run in 2028, it better say Dylan Hawley by a landslide.
I listen, Dylan. Listen, you got my vote, brother. You got my vote. You got my vote. There's hope
Right.
for us because we're gonna need someone to take care of us. We can old.
Woo.
But Mr. President, you have a story about Dylan. Please share that.
You know, man, Dylan showed up one day, like he said, at the cleanup.
Mm-hmm.
And I look at him and he had on some Summit attire, Summit High School.
Right,
And I
right.
looked, I said, "You go to Summit?" He said, "Yeah, I went." I think he had just graduated his freshman year at Chafee. And I said, "Man, it's funny. My wife, you may know my wife, she's a teacher there. She coaches basketball. Coach Duncan?" I said, "Yeah." And it was just his energy at that time.
Yes.
And by the way, we do want to recognize Damon Alexander. That is, I would say he's a charter founding member of this chapter. Did he tell you that, Dylan?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he's one of the founding charter members of this chapter. But from that point on, I went home. And I was asking my wife, I said, "I met a really nice kid." And he said that he knows you. She said, "Who?" And my daughter was there too, which
Right.
was around his age. I said,
Uh Oh,
You know, I guess her class is the hangout class. She
right.
say, Dylan, she say, you gonna love him. She say he got the best personality. Even my daughter said it. So this kid, man, hey, I've never had a son, but I tell you this, as Tony said, you ask him to do something, he gonna take it to the next level. And politics and debate, you know, most people can't do that with actually really not getting mad.
Right.
He does it well, man. So yeah, I just wanted to share that story. So God knew what he was doing. He brought him to the right place.
Yeah.
And Tone has put his arm around him, and we're here for you, buddy. You didn't tell us about the conference in Long Beach. Do we need to chaperone you to that conference?
Tell me, he can chaperone you by hitting the Cash App. A little Apple Pay.
If you need anything, he know where to come. If you need something, Dylan, between me and Tony and myself, man, we'll make sure you're right. You know, did they put you in a suite in the hotel?
They sure did.
Oh, well, you don't need our money, man. We need to come chaperone, Tony.
But no, can we all just give a shout out to this young man, because we need to definitely, I believe we can't just put and always be on the heads of our young Black men who are doing well. And I think we have, as a community, we all need to applaud him. So if y'all could flood the comments and just let Dylan know how much you appreciate him. Tanya, thank you so much. She put in here, well, it says, I love it. The next comment above that one, Darryl, she says, listen, praise the Lord, I love his story, and that's so much. Dylan, can I go back to something you said? First of all, thank you for being so vulnerable and sharing with us. You said something a lot of times that I think a lot of us gloss over when you talked about kind of starting high school and losing your father.
Yeah.
And you talked about just anger. Yeah. And with that, and thank you for sharing that, because my mental health cap comes on at that point, because a lot of times young men, anger is another sign for depression. And too often we miss that, thinking they're angry. When I see an angry young Black man such as yourself, I want to go, because anger is a secondary emotion. So something else is pushing that anger up top, almost like an iceberg. You know how you see the tip of the iceberg, but beneath the waters, the cold waters, there's so much more that's supporting it. And thank you for sharing that, because a lot of times we have to learn how to not look at your anger as being disrespectful, but we need to look at why you're angry, what's causing the anger that way, and then learn to get to understand you. And so thank you for sharing that. And even, I always say this, a lot of times we as young men, and I put myself as a young man, I love it. As young men, we don't have a lot of times the vocabulary women do. Because think about it. As young men, we are taught to suck it up. We're taught to shut up. Don't be a punk. Don't cry. Don't do all those things. Yeah. You know, and if we want another, so don't be the P word. I can't, where the current president grabs them at and gets away with it. But that's a whole nother story. I didn't say that, but
Cutting up Marty. See,
that's why I can't get on prime time. But when you get to young girls, they're taught to have emotions and to express themselves. So a lot of times, by the time young men get to high school, there's a deficit of vocabulary that we have, because the average woman has about 15 to 20,000 more words than the average man. So I love that you're in this debate, and that, because you said, I'm going to be a wordsmith. And that, yes, I love it. And keep promoting and keep telling your story, because your story is going to hit so many young men to say it's okay to be angry. Because anger has its place, but we just have to channel it in the right place. And you said you took football. Someone told you, says, keep the anger, but let's take it on the field. Let's knock some folk down on the field and do it the right way. Yes. So, man, I thank you for sharing that, because that's not always easy to tell that story and all that is involved with that. So kudos to you, man. So now I love it. Talk to us about this you are going to be hosting an event in 2 more days on Thursday. And y'all, we're going to put it on the Mental Health Marty show, and we're going to have it on the 100 Black Men IE YouTube channel and everything else. But tell us about what you are doing on Thursday of this week for Black History.
Yeah, I'm excited. So Thursday is we're gonna be celebrating 100 years of Black history. It's gonna be me and a couple of our boys. We're gonna speak about what Black history means to us. We brought up all a figure of why that person is significant to us and what Black history means. And then we're gonna talk a little bit about Carter G. Woodson. I can talk about him right now if you would like.
Well, I would love for you to talk about him right now, because yes, to give just give him a sneak of it. Don't give him all your cards, but just give him a sneak so that it pulls him back on Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And this is a shameless plug because we want you to come back on Thursday to hear more from this amazing young man. Talk to us about Mr. Woodson.
Yeah, so he's a Q. I'm just gonna put that out. But...
Oh, you're not pledging, man. You're not pledging. It's okay.
Yeah. So he was the founder of Black History Month in 1926. He created Negro History Week, then later expanded it to Black History Month in 1976. He founded the Associate of Study of African American and Life History in 1915. And was one of the first African Americans to get a PhD from Harvard back in 1912.
Come on.
Then he wrote literature, The Miseducation of a Negro, in 1933. It's one of his most influential books.
Yeah, it's an awesome book. I read it when I was in college.
Yeah, and it just goes about how the education system has failed Black Americans by ignoring our history and our contributions. So. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna go too much into it, but
I love.
All right, Dylan.
Yeah, just give you enough of it. Just say, come on back.
You gotta charge him, Dylan. You gotta charge him if you want more. He gotta stay tuned.
I love it. Gentleman Antonio Winters, what has been your experience, and how has, and I go this way too, because a lot of times our young people don't know the impact they've made on our lives. And what impact has Dylan made on your life?
Well, he has taught me to look at him and see myself. He has taught me that the bravery of him and the coward I used to be.
Wow.
You know, we grow up thinking wrong is right sometimes.
Yes.
And I love the way he corrected his mindset and lifted his spirit up. And now he's ready to be that young man to change the world.
Yes.
See, I don't give titles. I hear people saying I'm this alpha person, I'm this. Alphas change the world.
Mm-hmm.
So if you leading up to that, this young man say he want to be a politician. He want to set standards. He want to be the trendsetter.
Yes.
And you know what? I'm gonna walk right with him.
Yes.
So these are some of the things, and you know, it's funny because me and that dude, Mr. Duncan, we probably talk. I'm gonna keep it at a minimum. 5 to 25 times a day.
You said 5 to 25 times a day. And then the other 10, I got you. And then the other 5, I got Zoe. So between the three of us.
Yes. And see Dylan learning because I'm texting him. Hey, where you at? And, you know, I try not to start before 5 in the morning with the young people. I know he needed sleep. But one of the things he's helping me understand is have patience with me, and I'll show you some success.
Wow.
From my point of view.
Yes.
Because he can't be me, but he can be the best version of him.
Mm-hmm.
And with the patience, he's telling me, I'm gonna get there.
Mm-hmm.
Just have the patience.
Yeah, I love that. That's amazing. President Lonzo, President Duncan. What about you? The impact, because I heard you say even you spoke to it some. You said, although God didn't give you a son, you got one of the closest things to it by having the opportunity to walk alongside this young man.
Man, again, for me to go home and tell my wife who I met
Yeah,
and just his character for just meeting him, it just says a lot, man. Tony touched on it. He said, when you meet him, he has energy like you. He just that personality, like, hey, you know, he wasn't like trying to be cool. He
right.
wasn't trying to be somebody that he wasn't. He was just upbeat. And when he started talking about leadership and stuff like that, I'm like, you know what? This is what we need. But Tony forgot to mention, we normally only deal with fourth graders through high school.
Right.
And I said, Tony, it's something special about this kid.
Yes.
We got to extend this, and it happened so quick that we had 2 seniors that were graduating, going on to college. So it just made it that much transparent. So we was
Yeah.
like, you know what, we're gonna keep a collegiate
That's
area.
right.
And Dylan is just, I don't know, man. I ain't seen nothing like that. Well, there's another kid, Jones, out of San Bernardino, and once we compared them, to put them 2 together, have you met Jones through Mr. Alexander Dylan?
No, I met Jones on
Avion?
Instagram. I met him on
See?
yeah, he followed me on Instagram, and man, that dude is just like me. Just like
Marty,
me.
I'm telling you, Marty, these 2 right here,
Right.
they want to change the world, man.
I love it.
It's not that, I regret my daughters, but I had now they probably watched this, so now I gotta tell on myself. A friend of ours from another org called me and said, you know what? I need a sharp kid that's in college. It could be male or female, and I want to pay them. And they have to be African American.
Mm-hmm.
Now I can be honest and I can be selfish. I could have said, give it to my daughter.
Right.
But I said, nah, I got the right person for you. I said, he's busy. And I believe at the time she said he may have to go in office a couple of times, but it's normally going to be internet stuff like that.
Right.
And when I couldn't think of nobody else but Dylan. So my daughter might get mad, but now I chose Dylan over you. So he got the job, man. And from my understanding, he's been doing a good job, man. He just man.
I have a segment that I like to call before we wrap up. Can you believe it's been almost an hour already? But when the conversation is good, time goes by fast. I have this new segment that I like to call Dare to Dream. Dare to Dream. And a lot of times we as Black men have not been given permission to dream and to dream our wildest dream. Dylan, I heard kind of a peak of yours. But what is your dream that you truly desire to chase after, that could be in addition to becoming this politician, but in this perfect world that we live in, what's your dream that you want the world to know about you?
Wow, that's good. So I talk to a lot of people, and I want to go into Congress. Then everyone tells me, bro, you need to go be a president. So I think unity. I think to unite every community, whether you're a different race, a different sexuality, different religion, unity is beautiful. I love unity. Watching the Super Bowl halftime show at the end where it said "Together We're America, God bless us all." That was something that was beautiful. I mean, it's a different culture, but the message is stuck with me. So I just think unity and making sure that our youth is staying in school and doing good things, because I could have dropped out my freshman year. I could have been trying to, keep fighting or running the streets, but I had someone that told me what I needed to do, and that's something that everyone needs. So
Yes.
this unity and that we're all together. We're here together. So especially as Black men, in school, I never had one Black teacher. Not in my whole K through 12.
Wow.
I didn't have one black teacher.
Wow.
Not until senior year. I had one black teacher, but that was it.
Wow.
So I'm
Yeah.
having people teach me things, and they're not understanding where I come from, or
Right.
what it's like to be an African American. So
Right.
we need to be together, and we need to stay united.
I love that, man.
All right.
Unity. Unity. Come on. That's a mic drop. I feel bad for gentleman Antonio, who has to go after you. So brother, gentleman Antonio, Dare to Dream. What is that for you? Dare to Dream.
Oh, wow. Dare to Dream. To me, dare to dream that I'm gonna change the world. I'm gonna make a difference.
Yes.
I want the world to know the product that my grandmother and mother put out. And I'm gonna say their name. Annie Mae Winters and Lily Mae Winters.
That's
I
right.
am a product of them. And they built me so strong that I can't do nothing but be successful.
I love that. Yes.
So my dream is to be able to fulfill the dream that they had for me. And that is to never let nothing stop me but myself.
Wow.
And I'm not going to get in the way of myself.
I love that. That's powerful, and that's amazing. That's amazing. Thank you so much. President Duncan, Dare to Dream.
Dare to dream. You know I'm an open book.
Yes, sir.
I'm living my dream right now. Not only am I living my dream, I'm living what my father, who was my best friend that I just recently lost in June. He said, you know, and I get on you guys a lot when you say president. That's a title.
Right.
Somebody has to assume it. I understand that. It's good when you're talking to other orgs or you writing checks or stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I am who I am. And Dare to Dream is this. I don't want to be the leader. I want to be a difference maker. If I could be a difference maker and continue to be a difference maker, then I've done my job. I've done my father's job. You know, that's what I'm about. That's what I thrive on. You know, it's just what it is, man. And I put that in my kids. It's okay to be a leader, but leaders come in all fashion forms.
Yes.
But when you a difference maker, Dylan, I don't know what position you play. You probably was a cornerback, but when you a linebacker, when you a linebacker like me, middle linebacker, and I call that defense, and it's 3rd and 2, and we on the 5-yard line, and they trying to get in, and we make that stop, and we turn that ball over to our favor. Now that's making a difference.
Yes.
I have to make a difference. Before I expire, I have to, like kids like Dylan. You know, we may not get all 20 of our mentees, but if we just get one, we've done our job. So that's Dare to Dream for me.
I love that. I love that. Dara, can we put up Versi Mitchell's response? She said what? This was it. You got some candidates voting for you. I will vote for him. I think he will be a great leader. Listen, and that's coming from Atlanta. You got folks voting for you. So listen, start your presidential campaign already. That's right. Start it early. Say, you heard it first on the Mental Health Party show. I can't be your campaign manager by then. I'll be too old. Man, listen, I can't thank you guys enough. But for those who might be interested in first joining the 100 Black Men, and for young people who might be interested in joining the Rising 100, the mentorship program, gentlemen, Tony, how can they get involved with that?
Well, they can go to our website. You got it up, and on that site, my number, Zoe number, it should be on there. They can email us or they can call us. We pick up the phone.
You pick up the phone. Yes, yes. Well, listen again, and give us one more, Mr. Dillon, about the program coming in 2 more days on Thursday.
Yeah, so it's 100-year celebration Black history. We just gonna talk about what it means to us, an important figure, what it means to us. Dr. Carter G. Woodson. We're just gonna go all in. It's gonna be good. A couple of us gonna have a conversation. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good, man.
I love it. I love it. Any final words, Dillon, you want to say because we're wrapping up? Any final words, closing thoughts for you?
If you're not first, you're last. Dillon for Fontana, baby.
My man.
Is that a politician or what? I love it. If you're not first, you're last. Dillon for Fontana, baby. I love
Hey,
it.
Dillon, be careful. He may be trying to hire you. Be careful. Make sure you set a high wage.
Listen, you ain't supposed to tell him all that yet. I'll see him at the office tomorrow night. Mr. VP, Gentleman Tony, final words.
If we can't hear you, we can't help you.
Why are y'all dropping all this knowledge tonight? Oh my God. If you're not first, you're last. If we can't hear you, we can't help you. And none other than, he won't give himself a title, the non-titled president.
I like that.
Gentlemen,
I like it. Hey, you know what, Marty? I like to leave on this, and I'm surprised Tony didn't hit on it. If not us, then who? It's just that simple. If not us, then who?
Yeah. Wow, man. I can't thank y'all enough for being on the show and really just helping to really promote who the 100 Black Men of the Inland Empire is. And definitely, Dillon, you're killing the game in a great way, man. And we appreciate you. It's refreshing to see young Black men who are holding it down and giving so much hope for our future. Guys, we thank you for joining us this week on the Mental Health Marty Show. As always, listen, Dillon for Fontana. I got to get me a button. Dillon for Fontana. Mayor Aquanetta Warren, if you are watching the show tonight, because I know you peep on every now and then, the mayor of Fontana, listen, you got my number. You call me anyway. So I need to introduce you to Dillon if you don't know this young man already. But listen, guys, we definitely want you to look out, check us out in 2 days on Thursday. We'll have the information out again to hear Dillon and his crew as they celebrate, and we celebrate together 100 years of Black history that was once just a week long, but now is a whole month. And please check out the website of the 100 Black Men, 100bmie.org. That stands for 100 Black Men, i.e. Inland Empire.org for more information to find out more about the Rising 100. So proud of this organization that I get the honor of serving as Vice President of Programs and Communications with, because of the great work that we are doing to change the lives of these young men. As I always say, we don't ever want you to secretly suffer in silence in the shadow of shame. But we want you to speak up, speak out, and live, because the best, y'all, is still yet to come. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next week. Take care and God bless.